Welcome back, folks, to Tales of Equestria. I'm your host and DM, Lord Lucon. Welcome to Tales of Equestria, The Broken and Bleeding Heart. Starting from left to right, tell us a little bit about yourself and who are you playing as?
Hello, I am Colin the Writer, and I'm playing as Blizzard Star, a Snow Comet's brother, and a unicorn that is trying to master his cryokinetic magic.
Excellent. Dash?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My name's Dash. I am playing as Amber Blacktail. He is a diamond dog that lived in the Diamond Dog Kingdom in the past, and he wanted to explore across the Equestria, collecting gems and seeing what there is out in the unknown. Right now, he is in classes at the Friendship School.
Excellent. Bridget? Are you with us, Bridget? If you are speaking, we cannot hear you. Bridget will be playing Violet Shy, a unicorn pony. And Chris, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and who are you playing as?
Hello, I'm Christopher, and I am the pony with no name, a survivor from the village of Sunnytown in the Everfree Forest. He escaped from a terrible curse that consumed every pony while he was outside town, and he's lost all sense of happiness and joy in his heart. He never says a word, nor shows much emotion except a faint sadness in his eyes. He has no name, no home, and no cutie mark. But despite the darkness that has touched his heart, he is still kind and helpful and will not stop doing what's right.
Excellent. Can anybody tell me what happened last time?
Blizzard Star got branded by Crimson.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to deal with the fact that the Diamond Dogs are going to attack Ponyville.
Anything else?
We returned to the castle of Friendship to speak to Twilight, and there was quite a bit of uncomfortable atmosphere going on there with the presence of another element of disharmony.
Indeed. Is there anything else that anybody like to share before we start opening up the scene?
I'm good.
Okay. The scene opens up with what appears to be three statues greeting the characters. You have Applejack, Rainbow Dash, and Fluttershy, all turned to life-like statues guarding the entrance. You are greeted by an ominous floating cloud with a cruel smile upon its face. It looks at you ominously. Those who don't know that this is the creature known as Despair. It approaches you and begins speaking.
My little ponies, why have you come to the Council of Despair?
I simply make no reply and simply point to Twilight.
Sorry.
Blizzard, well, being heavily injured, just told him, "We need to warn Princess Twilight Sparkle immediately."
Warn of what?
The Diamond Dogs attack.
Oh, she is very aware of such an attack. You need not worry yourselves.
Oh, really? Because I would have thought then it must have been a mistake, considering that we literally encountered the Diamond Dogs in the sewers.
I make no reply, but I give a look to Blizzard as if to tell him to watch his temper, because anger and rage are also very disharmonious at times.
What are diamond dogs to the princess of magic? They are nothing as to be stepped upon.
Right. I bet your brother thought the same thing when he encountered mine.
Reed's hubris was his downfall. I seek to become your friend. Your best friends.
Well, if it's all the same to you, friend, we would still like to take this to Princess Twilight Sparkle, pony to pony.
I simply nod and continue to look to Twilight.
Of course, sweet. We are all friends here.
I simply ignore that and just continue to look to Twilight.
Despair moves out of your way and returns to his seat upon the council. What do you do as you approach?
I simply walk between the statues with a sad look. But upon arriving to where we can speak to Twilight, I bow very politely to her.
You approach the council. Go ahead.
Blizzard would do this, would follow a friend, but he is limping. Kind of showing that he is very indeed hurt.
And if I remember, I gave you a pony balm last session.
Yeah, you did. And it gave me 1 HP.
Revitalized him. Need everybody roll me a mind as they view the statues and walk by them.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's a no name and dash. They look like normal statues. But to Blizzard Star, they are keenly lifelike. Strange. As you approach the council, you notice that your principal is here. A zebra named Sakura, and Discord, the element of disharmony, of Discord himself, present. You also notice that there is an empty chair here. Spike the Dragon and Princess Twilight. And leading the council, of course, is the element of disharmony himself, Despair.
Oh, God.
One of you guys notice a familiar face lurking next to Despair. He seems to be sad, down, and out. Upon his back is a great, massive sword. It appears heavy as he carries it.
Wait. Blizzard looked at him and crooked his eyebrows. Wait. I know him.
Amber was looked at Blizzard Star and said, wait, what?
Yeah. I think he was one of my brother's companions when he was facing against greed.
Amber peeks, like looks behind Twilight, and his eyes widened, and he couldn't believe his eyes to see his friend that he hadn't seen in quite a while was standing right behind Princess Twilight in despair.
The unicorn with red hair, and get the description correct.
It's a unicorn with red hair, tail, red ruby eyes, and a kind of like a cyanide pale skin coat.
Excellent. Yes, he also looks like a bookworm of some sort.
He's into books. He's into a lot of books.
Very much a bookworm. Yes.
Yes.
I would just simply give Starlight, Zakora, Discord, and Spike acknowledging nods. And then I also noticed Burning Wick to the side. I would then gesture for Twilight's attention, but wait patiently for her to respond.
The council is currently occupied, right? Filling out orders of Twilight Sparkle's absence. She's like making decrees and addressing issues around Equestria. With the ever-present looming figure of despair looming right next to her. What do you guys do as they gesture to approach?
Blizzard weakly gave his respect to Twilight Sparkle. He said, "Princess, we have a problem going down the sewers."
She looks up and glances at you and she says, Equestria has many problems. I have no time for sewage.
Except it's the Diamond Dogs, Princess. They're gonna attack Ponyville.
There's like a flash of anger in her eyes as you say this.
They still believe that you are allied with greed.
Natural 20. In a flurry of actions, right? She like gets like incredibly organized very quickly, and she like turns to look at you and she says, "I have time for you. Speak, ponies."
Okay.
Before he does, I again look to Blizzard, warning him again: don't let anger get involved in this. That's not helping.
Blizzard takes a deep breath and focus on Twilight Sparkle. Princess, the Diamond Dog said that they are not enemies with the ponies. They think we're hypnotized because of greed, mind controlled even. They only want to bring greed down to justice. They believe that you are his puppet. They would not attack Ponyville if they see the body or the head of greed, or anything to confirm his death. Then they would simply be willing to listen to you, Princess.
She looks sadly at you and says, "I'm sorry, but I have no evidence to give. The champions that defeated greed said that his domain collapsed upon itself. Unfortunately, my friend Rarity went with him. The element of generosity."
Then we need to find... What if those that destroyed him, like my brother, will come forth and tell the Diamond Dog Kingdom that he is indeed dead.
Princess Twilight glances over at Wick. Perhaps you can convince him. He was there during the downfall.
I again nod.
Unfortunately, I was not there.
I nod to Blizzard this time more approvingly.
Blizzard trots woundedly to Wick, limping, and just says, Mr. Wick, I'm sure you probably don't remember me, but you helped my brother free me from when I was captured by Crimson.
Wait, you want me to voice? Wait,
No,
you want me
no.
to voice act him, or are you doing that?
No, because so much has happened. So much
Well,
has happened.
I then also take the moment to write a quick note. Tell us what happened, please.
He looks at you and it's like great sadness. And he says, I don't know. So much has happened since then. It's all becoming blurry and dark.
Wick, please, you're the only one that can... You're one of the ponies that defeated Greed.
He glances over at Despair, and Despair smiles at him. He's like, I've been learning new things. More troubling and dark things.
What do you...
Well, I simply put a hoof on his shoulder, encouraging him to try and remember.
Roll me a mind as you touch Burning Wick's skin.
Oh no.
You know that he has a terrible fever. He looks sick, sad, run down. Something's clearly affecting him.
I would then motion for my friends and others to have him come with us outside.
Sure.
I simply motion for, let's go outside.
Roll me a charm.
And I would like to spend a token to re-roll that, please.
Sure. Oof. He says, no. My place is here to protect the Council of Despair. I'm learning so much from everybody.
Amber is going to step in front of Kerr and basically is happy but also kind of sad because he kind of missed his friend for a while, and he's going to say, please, we do need you, and I haven't seen you in like a year or two.
Roll me a charm with an upgrade.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. So he's like, my friend. I remember you. He blinks and there's a moment of clarity, right? And you can see the sweat beating down off his brow. He's like, yes, I need some fresh air. This darkness is getting to me. I need fresh air. Where do you take him?
We're taking him outside the castle, right?
Sure.
I offer my shoulder for Wick to lean on.
This is where you notice that None, due to your critical success earlier, you notice that his fur, his patchy fur, it kind of feels loose, as if it's like not stuck to him. Like he's got loose hide too much, and he's hot, like super hot.
Out of character, I probably know why. You know why?
I would then motion for my other friends to take notice of what I just found out. I would simply indicate some loose hairs, as well as make a gesture as if to say he is very hot, and his fur is coming off easily. But otherwise, we take him outside.
You go outside where?
A bit away from the castle.
Sure. Where?
However, because of Blizzard's injury, Blizzard asked Princess Twilight Sparkle if there was any place where he can heal up.
She gestured to Zakora across the table. She says, "You are injured, Pony. More ways than one."
What do you mean? So I got beaten up, but I'm alive, right?
Roll me a charm.
I'm gonna reroll that.
And he got... No, he got a 4 on that one. He got a 4 on that one. Wait, no, it's why he got a 4. Oh, he got a 1 again.
Got a 1 again. She says,
"Oh no,
you'll be fine. Zakora will take care of you."
Okay. Blizzard heads over to Zakora.
"Oh, my little pony, allow me to heal you."
Go right ahead.
She attempts to do a healing hoof. Will you allow this?
I do.
Okay. She attempts a healing hoof on you. Healing touch. Oh. Wow. Critical success. You're healed 20 stamina.
I give a nod of thanks to Zakora as we continue to make our way outside.
She says, "Come back whenever you're hurt, my friends, but I need 24-hour for the mends." She can only do it once per game session.
Oh, really?
That's according to the rules.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Also, Blizzard walks to his principal and quietly asks, Principal Glimmer, there's something happened I'm very concerned about.
What is it?
Not wanting... And Blizzard points to his curse mark on his flanks.
Roll me a charm.
Oh, it's a roll up. Oh, no.
She says, "I'm a bit busy, but continue." Oh, man. Crap.
Please. Oh, no. Does he have to roll that?
Hold on. I'm going to use 3 tokens.
To auto-succeed? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Is he going to Tokens of Darkness?
One token of darkness, correct. She looks at your burnt cutie mark. And she attempts to identify it. She has a keen knowledge of magic here. And unfortunately, she stares at it and she says, "I'm sorry, my little pony. I can't help you. This magic is beyond me."
Snow just looks down, just says, "Oh, Thanks anyways.
I
And just
don't know what
walks
that
back
is.
to his friends.
But there could
All
be
I can
others here
say
that
is,
help you.
it's... Who else?
She glances at Discord and Despair.
Blizzard's going to take his eyes on Discord. Anything but the despair.
Oh.
As you walk up, you are greeted by a rubber chicken. And he says, "Hello, friend." Quack, 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 quack. Why the long-faced little pony?
Still couldn't help but chuckle at his antics. My long face is, well, I got some kind of mark on my flank, and I'm a little worried that it might be dangerous for me.
Oh, yeah, it's super dangerous. It's like, yeah, of course it is. Dude, yeah, get rid of that. You don't need that. Get rid of that.
Okay, but
Yeah.
two questions. One, what is it? And two, how can I get rid of it?
Well, it's like a cutie mark that's been rewritten.
Written?
Yeah, you know. Haven't you heard of like the cutie pox?
Why? Well, yes, but I thought it was impossible to revert cutie marks.
Oh, you mean change destinies and fate and stuff like that. You mean something that I wouldn't know anything about, he laughs. Whoa.
I suppose so.
Well, I'm listening to what Discord is saying, having recalled both the cutie pox and that time when Twilight switched cutie marks of her own friends.
And he like glances at Starlight Glimmer, who stole cutie marks.
Oh, yeah. That.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that. Cough, cough, nudge, nudge, pokes, pokes. Whack, whack.
Okay, then how do I get rid of it, Discord?
I mean, defeat all the evil in the world. Duh.
I would also then think about the library at the School of Friendship.
Oh, books. How boring. Twilight stares at him with daggers in her eyes.
Blizzard kind of face hooks and just says, "Yeah, I sort of expected that."
Books
Oh, well.
are boring. My recommendation is just forget about it. It's not important. Just forget about it.
Okay, well, thank you for your time, Discord.
I mean, it'll be a painful reminder every time you wipe it. So.
I don't know how Discord read my mind, but I'm not offended by it.
Discord chuckles, and as the Lord of Chaos, he seems to be as vague as ever, but truthful and somewhat snobby about his comments. Snarky.
In the meantime,
smiles at you.
I was simply escorting Wick out the door.
Blizzard does really like the smile that Despair is giving him, and he just tries to ignore him.
He doesn't seem to be smiling at you. Roll me a mind. Yeah, maybe he is smiling at you.
Let me re-roll that.
There you go. He's not staring at you and smiling. He's staring at you and smiling at the branding that you bear.
Oh, God.
As if he knows something.
Should ask him. Beat the risk.
Blizzard really doesn't like Despair as much as he likes, any kind of entity, but he's gonna bear it and walks to Despair. Blizzard asked him, "I suppose you know why I want to ask you about my problem?"
Friends, it is good to us. Ask your question.
What is this mark I've got on my flank? What is it?
I shall tell you. So much pain you will endure. The symbol is that of the evil eye. You are cursed with a great evil and misfortune. The eye is a look or stare that is believed to bring bad luck for the person who is directed for the reason of envy or dislike. The perception of the nature of the phenomenon, its cause, the possible protection measures varies between tribes and cultures. Evil creatures have a supernatural ability to sense the truth, be it through eyesight, smell, hearing, etc. You draw evil like flies to your close. There is a mist about you, and you sense an ending. This close at both. So much despair.
The item has been updated.
I simply tap my hoof on the floor to get Blizzard's attention, having been ignoring what Despair has been saying this whole time, and just focusing on taking Wick out of here, not to mention the thought of us going to the library to get more info on this.
Blizzard just simply trots away.
Okay, so while we're walking now, Amber is going to ask about like the. Hey, did No Name said what was going on with Wicker? Us character.
Are you asking me or Wick?
I'm asking No Name friend, like out of character.
Okay, what was the question? I was focusing on what I was typing.
Oh no, you're fine. I was asking if you told us, our characters, about what was going on with Wicker.
I made gestures that indicated what he was going through, I showed some loose hairs, as well as I made a gesture as if to say he's very hot.
Okay.
I simply made signs to indicate he is not well.
All right. So while we're heading out, Amber asked Wicker if he was okay and told him about like the lost pet and such.
So Wicker looks at you like very tired. You critically succeed, and he's like, "I'm so glad that you're back, my friend. I'm so tired. I've been carrying a heavy burden."
By the way, I've been offering my shoulder for him to lean on, and let's just get him out of here first.
Where are you going?
Outside.
Into the streets?
Preferably, I indicate the School of Friendship.
Okay. You want to go to the School of Friendship? Where? The principal's office?
The library.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Let me bring this up. Head over to the school library. Is everybody here? Did I grab everybody? It doesn't look like I grabbed everybody.
And once we're there, I point to the brand on Blizzard's cutie mark, and then I then gesture around the library itself.
Okay. Say perfect.
I gotta go. I'm glad I did this interaction and play with you guys for about maybe 30 or 40 minutes. So I gotta go, and I hope you guys have a great day.
Yeah, man, you have a good one too.
Take care, Dash.
Yeah, you too, guys. And tell me in Discord how the session went, okay?
Okay. That's up to them. I'll do the recording. So Amber wanders off, right? Having fulfilled the contract. What is everybody else doing as Amber wanders off?
I look at Wick to see how he's feeling now that we're away from that.
He still continues to feel hot. You also notice a big black sword branched on the back of his shoulder. It's almost the size of him as a pony. Seems heavy. Dark material that the sword is made out of. Supernaturally dark.
Let's see. Just for the sake of things, I don't know what is going on with Bridget. I would just simply indicate for Violet Shy to fetch Wick some water. Or simply that I point to the sword, then to her, and then to the library, figuring she can determine what I'm trying to say, and I would simply get Wick some water from the nearest drinking fountain or the cafeteria or wherever is available.
Blizzard is going to look frantically around the library, looking for any more information about the evil eye he received in his cutie mark.
Sure. Roll me in mind as you look around. In your frantic pace, you find nothing.
He still continues to do so, hoping to find at least one of these books to have something.
Sure. As you're frantically running around, what is No Name and Bridget doing?
Well, after I come back with the cup of water, or unless Violet took care of that, I will assist Blizzard in searching for clues about the brand. on his cutie mark. Not to mention the sword that Wick is carrying.
Sure. So what are you looking for in particular?
Let's start with the brand on Blizzard's cutie mark. I will assist him.
Okay. So he's already running around looking. You can look for yourself. It'd be a separate roll without any assistance.
I will actually trot over to him and just tell him and just motion for him to calm down and take this slower.
Okay.
But I also gesture as if I just put one hand on over my heart. I'm sure he can figure that out too. I'm going to help you. Let's just do this slow and easy.
Blizzard is breathing fanatically. He's just in a full state of panic, and his mind is racing, saying, Friend, I appreciate you wanting to help me, but I can't slow down. I have to find something, otherwise this might be a huge problem, and I just can't. He's just having a lesson zero like Twilight did.
I close my eyes and just shake my head very gently though, and just gesture breathing in and out slowly. One of those just breathe in, breathe out, calm down gestures.
Blizzard understood this and did a.
Granted, my sad expression still has not changed, but it does soften when he starts to calm down, and then points to the first set of books, and then we'll just go at it one at a time together.
Excellent. Roll me a mind.
Well, both of us?
Well, it'd be no name.
Okay.
Is that a critical success? That is a critical success. You do find a book, right? On mysterious items, right? Oh, yeah. This can work. You find a book. Show it to you. Is it in everybody's... Yep, there we go. You find a book. Would you like to read that out loud?
I simply show it to Blizzard.
Blizzard is going to read it out loud. Drake tears are extremely rare and unique. The Drake tears come from fiery beings that have suffered a great and terrible loss. Tears are in the material status known as plasma and are incredibly dangerous to work with. Experts have theorized that it has regeneration or extremely hazardous materials. There are two schools of thought. First is regeneration. Phoenixes are capable of rebirth by self-immolation at certain times in its life cycle. It has been observed by multiple true creatures. School of Magic is still uncertain of such possibilities. Second is obliteration. These tears are capable of total and complete destruction, capable of destroying something completely physical, spiritual, or mentally.
I would simply point to the brand on Blizzard's cutie mark, then to the second school of thought, and then I just simply make a question mark with my hoof on the ground.
Literally. Wait. Blizzard started to really think about it and says, does this mean that I'm almost dangerous to everyone around me?
I simply shake my head and again make the same gesture. Second school of thought, obliteration, on that brand on your cutie mark. And the question mark, is it possible? What do you think?
Then wait, these views are capable of this total and complete destruction. Blizzard kind of sunk and is feeling very scared right now. Is it possible that it's going to destroy me completely?
I simply make a blank expression.
What is said here? These tales are capable of total and complete destruction, capable of destroying something completely, physically, spiritually, and mentally. Does this mean that I'm physically, spiritually, and mentally being destroyed when I have this brand?
Again, he makes no serious response, but then he also gives thought and writes. He also writes the word despair on a piece of paper as well. And also puts a question mark next to it. Something else to consider.
Well, there are other books. Maybe we can find something on cutie marks and curse brandings on them.
I simply nod in approval, and if there's nothing more we can glean from this particular section, we will check the next one. Let's just either clockwise or counterclockwise. I don't suppose it matters.
Let's go over here.
So, for the day, or for the session, you've exhausted this resource.
Oh, so we can't find another book?
That's correct.
Okay. Then Blizzard is going to walk over to Wick and see how he's doing. You
Violet
feeling
Shy,
alright,
what are
Mr.
you
Wick?
doing? Yeah, Violet Shy, what are you doing? Are you with us?
Yeah. Here.
Yeah. What are you doing during this time that they're searching?
No.
So currently they've left the Council of Despair and they've headed over to the library and started looking for books. What is Violet Shy doing? Can anybody hear?
I cannot hear anything she's trying to say.
Okay. Are you having audio issues? Because we cannot hear you. Am I the only one?
I see something indicating she's trying to speak, but nothing is heard.
Okay.
Yeah, same. If you want a bridge, you can just use a roll 20 to type down whatever you need to say.
Yeah, that would work too. Because I believe currently the mic isn't working.
Can you at least type whether you're having technical problems?
Not.
Okay, I'm hearing something now.
Problem.
Okay. Do you want us to push on while you're solving them, or do you want us to wait for a bit?
You can push on. Yeah. Care.
Okay. Going back to No Name and Blizzard Star. What are you guys doing?
Blizzard's going to check on Rick and see how he's doing.
He looks very exhausted. He's like staring blankly at you. He's like, it's been such a hard time. The loss of generosity it's been devastating to me.
Well, that's why you need friends, right? That way you can pick each other up.
Like, friends are temporary. All my friends disappeared after the fall of greed. They've gone adventuring, fell in love, wandered off. But I stayed. I made sure that the kingdom was safe. I took on duties that were difficult to bear.
Wait, you mean my brother?
Who's your brother?
My brother is Snowcomet. I'm his brother, Blizzard.
Yeah, Snow Comet. He wandered off. He's a traveling hero, as I recall.
Sounds right. You always did want to protect those who can't defend themselves.
A noble cause. But he was needed here. Not some wandering hero.
Well, is that kind of what you also are doing? You're protecting the city, but yet he's protecting out there where you can't protect them.
He shakes his head and he's like, friends don't abandon friends.
Wait, you think he abandoned you?
Despair said so.
That doesn't sound like my brother at all. And I should know. I know that blockhead for most of my life.
He seems sad about this, right? Says, I've spent time with Despair, and he speaks the truth. Friendship is only temporary. Even we, who have joined together to defeat greed, could not stay together.
Yeah, don't you think that maybe the reason why they didn't stay together is because they also felt guilty for what happened, like you are right now?
He says, I have no guilt in regards to that. I simply see the truth.
No, you want to run away from the fact. You want to cast blame. You want to...
I stayed. I am here to protect this place. I am learning from Twilight Sparkle.
Then why did you say Despair first? Twilight should be our princess, our leader. Sure, she is the leader of Equestria. She protects us. But who protects her?
Did she tell you that she almost abandoned her spot? I saw her at her lowest point.
And yet who brought her back?
She sold rarity to greed.
And yet who brought her back from that pit of despair?
No, it wasn't despair that had a hold of her. It was greed. She wanted to keep her friends close to her. We convinced her to let them go.
Out of
There was a
sheer
price.
out of sheer desperation of being alone.
Like I am.
My brother told me what happened. He even told me how he knew that Twilight Spark was feeling sad that as an alicorn, she's going to outlive everyone. Her family, her friends. She couldn't live with that. And despair only made it worse along with greed.
It's even worse now. With her friends trapped in stone, the elements of disharmony are running amok. Things are worse than you know.
I meant to say Wick, not Blizzard. I know how it feels to be alone.
Go ahead.
And then after a moment, I would then write, but I still have my friends here.
For how long?
Blizzard looks him directly in his eyes and told him, my brother used to say this, when everything is down and you feel like the world is going against you, you stand back up and you show the world that you are not alone. You have people that care. You have people that trust you. My brother actually talked highly about you. He said that you were the only pony that he could even trust when he was placing the curse that cruelty placed upon him.
Did
he trusts you.
Did he tell you everything? Did he tell you how he attacked innocents? How he went crazed and wild? Did he tell you
He
that?
also... Yes. And he also told me that... He also told me that he would never betray nor give anything up for you guys.
Then why did he run away? Leave me to bear this burden.
He's not running away. He's doing another part of your job. You want to protect Equestria, he wants to protect Equestria. Only difference is, he's doing it out there, where the princesses and you can't reach them. He has to protect them where you have to protect them in Ponyville. You're two sides on the same side but using different methods. Think about it.
HR.
I simply nod in approval of that.
Are you assisting in this?
Yes.
Yep. How are you assisting?
Oh.
I would simply gesture to Blizzard and Violet as if to say they may be my friends, and then I would simply again gesture everywhere around. But despite no matter how far we are in the world, I then
Go ahead.
Let me finish first, and then I point to I put a hoof over my heart as if to finally say they will always be close to my heart.
And I would like to use 3 tokens.
Oh, you're auto-succeeding. Okay. Okay.
Because this is a magical moment of, friendship itself.
Very true. Very, very true.
No matter how near or how far my friends may be, they will always be close in my heart. That was basically what he would have said if he spoke vocally.
You spend your 3 tokens of friendship, right? And there's a brief light from the darkness, right? That light is quickly absorbed by the dark blade on his back. And he says, You're right. I feel like I can talk to you guys. You're so much like your brother. I'm confident that he'll speak to you. Confidence. You see, now that the elements of harmony have been trapped in stone, everyone except for Pinkie Pie and Twilight Sparkle.
I simply listen very attentively.
Twilight is busy keeping up with the kingdom and trying to sort the orders of things. Despair seems to want to undermine her at every opportunity in a cruel way. To the north, we know now that the element of cruelty has been made an assault against the Crystal Empire.
Wait, you said that cruelty is in the Crystal Empire?
Indeed. He has made his move against the Crystal Ponies.
Blizzard just says, "Oh no. I think my brother might be going to the Crystal Empire."
That'd be a foolish mistake, going by himself. He is strong, but he's not as powerful as the elements of disharmony. Even he would know that.
True, but then again, my brother really hates cruelty for what he did. All the elements of despair for what they've done.
Indeed. But that is not for me to decide. I must protect this place and learn all I can from despair. I am bound to him by this sword.
Blizzard looks at him. Oh.
With his magical telekinesis, he lifts the sword and sets it down heavily, right? It is a black, glimmering blade. It seems to absorb all light around it. It says this is an accursed item. I picked it up willingly to protect my kingdom. Every day I feel like I'm losing myself to it.
Protecting everything that we care about. My brother viewed the same thing with his curse. He felt like a monster, but when he found a way to use that curse to benefit everyone, he always states that my curse becomes a blessing. I can use it to protect Equestria. Maybe you can do the same thing, Wick. Turn your curse into a blessing to protect everyone.
Despair has promised me things. Terrible, horrible delights. He's promised me a new body. The body of a dragon with a unicorn horn.
But yet, really ask yourself, deep down, is that really what you want?
Yes. Yes, it is.
And why is that?
I've never felt comfortable in my pony form. And I've only recently tasted the form of the dragon. There must be some sort of balance. And despair has promised me this.
That's not balance. That's mixing it up. From what I'm hearing, despair only wants you to turn into a dragon with a unicorn horn simply because he thinks he can make you his pet.
No.
A simple weapon.
No, that is not his true goal. Despair has no body of his own. He is nothing more than a spirit. He needs a vessel. A form, a mortal shell in which he can create his own being on this plane.
Lizard then look at him with shock. Oh, go ahead.
I would simply write, despair can only give you more despair.
Wick, you don't think that he's going to use your body as a vessel?
No, it would be too weak for him. He has other plans. More terrible plans.
Out of character, I also have an idea of that based on the other reference sources from the previous chapter.
Well, do you at least feel better, Rick? Do you feel more at ease?
No. Every day I close and closer and closer to the sword. I feel it driving me to madness. It is the sword of despair. Which is one of the items needed to kill despair once he takes his mortal form.
Then, would you help me on something, Wick?
Of course.
Blizzard shows him the curse mark on his cutie mark. This was given to me by Crimson. We believe it has something to do with Derek Hughes.
This magic. I will attempt to identify it. I have not seen this before. It is beyond my understanding.
Thank you, Rick. I may not know exactly what it is, but I won't stop until I find out then. If it becomes a danger to everyone, I'll find a way to get rid of it.
I would
sword
then
has
also...
strange powers. Perhaps you will let me cut it off. Did you hear me?
Yeah, cutting it off.
Meanwhile, I've also not forgotten our original mission regarding the Crystal Empire and Flurry Heart.
Laughs the evil DM.
Wick, I'm sure it's fine. Maybe I can... Besides, we do need to prepare ourselves for the Crystal Empire as Princess Flurry Heart asked for our help.
What will you do?
I simply make no response, indicating I have no clue yet. But we will find out when we get there.
Violet Shy, what do you think about all this?
Oh.
Do you have any questions?
No.
It's a lot of information we just put out there. This is kind of an info dump session. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and we can fill you in.
Well, one question is, can I actually identify the branding on my mark?
I believe everybody has attempted that. Technically, you can only do it 3 times. Well, technically, it's an item, so you can only do it once. But I've been generous this game session, so.
Well, I was just curious because I was wondering if Blizzard Store, could figure it out.
You know what? Why not? Why not? You know that the DC is surmountable, right?
Yeah, it's
Your current
20.
stats. Yep. But, you can. If you're wanting to know it, you can.
Oh, right. Almost forgot.
Can auto succeed any time?
Yeah, I was actually thinking that I'm going to use 3 of my tokens to figure it out.
Excellent. Spend all 3 of your tokens. Oh, give me that token of darkness. Yum, yum, yums. Oh, so tasty.
Yeah.
Paste. Let's make sure everything is lined up correctly. There we go. There is truth to these legends of the evil eye. The element of disharmony and cruelty marks his victims this way in the fighting pits of the fiery plane of cruelty's domain, where within all manners of beasts, pony, and creatures struggle to survive. Once marked, few, if any, will live to escape and tell the tales of such a mark. While branded, the element of disharmony and cruelty can see you via locate talent. No doubt he will send minions to return you to the fighting pits, where your death will entertain cruelty and its vast hordes of minions. I obtain 1 token of darkness.
So, let me get this straight. Cruelty can see what I see, can drag us into arenas at any time to fight for his amusement, and he can summon any creature or send them our way to hinder us.
Are you making assumptions here?
Wow.
Make no assumptions. Just read the facts as they are said there.
Told you it'd be exciting. Told you it would be exciting.
You monster!
You're welcome.
You monster!
You're welcome. I wasn't going to reveal it now, but, since you're spamming the token, might as well.
What's your choice also, Blizzard? I'm being neutral about this. I'm simply stating the fact.
Well, at least now I know what I have to deal with.
Now you know that he knows.
Blizzard look at himself and just says, Cruelty will know exactly what's going to happen because of this mark.
What does the party do?
Well, I still say, despite that, out of character, we still need to go to the Crystal Empire. That is the whole thing about this particular chapter.
Yeah.
Which was the mistakes, which were some of the mistakes of the previous chapters. We kept deviating away
Yeah, you're right.
from the main focus.
We already presented the whole thing with the Diamond Dog through Twilight.
And the more we kept drifting away from things.
Blizzard looked at Rick. Oh, go ahead.
It seemed like the more we drifted away from our focus and what we needed to do, the worse things got.
Well, Blizzard going to look at Wick and says, "We're gonna head to the Crystal Empire. If we manage to meet the Snow Comet there, is there anything you'd like me to say to him?"
Tell him that I have the Black Blade. And I am still searching for the Black Armor.
Blizzard nods and is preparing himself to go to the Crystal Empire.
I would just simply give Wick one of my emotionless looks. But if I would say anything, it would have been, take care of yourself. And I also put a hoof over my heart. Once again, to confirm. Listen to your heart and be true to yourself. Don't let despair get to you. And with that, I simply accompany Blizzard and Violet to make preparations to go to the Crystal Empire. Which, as far as I know, I don't think we have much preparation to do. If anything, just head over to the train station.
Well, you guys know that's leaving tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, giving you guys 24 hours, right, before you have to head off to the train station. So once you guys say, I'm ready to head to the train station, then you're heading off to the train station. We're going to cut time, right, from when you guys are sleeping and everybody's healed up to the train station. Is this something that you wish to do? Advance time to the train station.
I cannot think of anything else we can do for the moment. At least nothing that focuses on our main mission.
Even with the Diamond Dogs and Greed, we can't really do anything because, well, Twilight said there's no evidence, and the only evidence we can present is those that defeated him. So yeah, we can advance to the train station.
Oh, is this what the party wants? Are we going to advance time?
It's the only thing I can think of. I cannot think of anything. I cannot think of any alternatives.
How about you, Violet Shine? Ready to advance time? Is there anything that you'd like to do? For example, there's the map of Ponyville. Show players. You can also do that as well. So all these places you can go to before we advance to the train station.
There is a risk that we will encounter more problems that would distract us.
Yeah.
Okay. We're advancing time to the train station. What are you doing with Burning Wick? Are you going to take him back to the train station with you? Or are you going to take him back to Twilight's Castle? Or are you going to take him to the Diamond Dogs? What are you going to do?
We're going to take him to the train station.
Okay. Everybody's going to the train station. Everybody heal up to full HP as everybody gets a good night's rest. You head over to the train station. Place you guys right here. As promised, Princess Fairyheart, all aboard, and Steamer are awaiting you at the designated time. They look at their timer and says, well, you're on time. You're 10 minutes early. It's just good that you didn't miss the schedule.
I simply nod and bow very politely to her.
Princess Fairyheart, in her regal estate, says, welcome, my friends. It is good to see you. Although I was expecting more.
Yeah, there was some complications, Princess Fairyheart, but I'm sure that we can handle the situation ourselves.
Question, out of character now that it just came to mind, if we leave now, will we be leaving our colleagues, Amber and the others, behind, or they will catch up with us?
Via the train. Yep.
Fair enough, then by all means continue.
Okay. So they look at it and say, is there anything you'd like to get here before we depart? Who knows what encounters we may have while heading north?
Well, Lizard is going to do one thing, and he trots over to Wick.
Wick looks at you tiredly and says, it is good to see you, my friend.
It's good as well. And I hope that when this, I guess you could say, war against the elements of despair is over, maybe you, me, and my brother could hang out and find something fun to do.
I like that very much.
Blizzard trots over and just wrap his hooves around him, giving him a bit of a light hug. Take care, and remember, don't let despair get to you. You have me, my brother, all of us, as friends.
Once again, I tap my heart with my hoof, as if to say, keep us close in here.
He nods in reply. Once again, looking tired, bent over with the sword still clinging to his back. Fireheart says, who's your friend? He looks ill.
Blizzard trots to Rick's side. Princess Flyheart, this is Burning Wick, one of the champions that defeated Greed with his friends.
Yes, I encountered him before. He was incredibly rude.
I'm sure there was a good explanation, Princess.
She crosses her hoof and she says,
I simply motion for Blizzard and Violet to come over and indicate the train.
Well, Princess, as much as we would like to stay and chat, we must be heading back. We must be heading towards your Crystal Empire, correct?
Indeed. Let us be off on our way.
I was simply doing that to remove the tension before it got worse.
Right.
Right.
So we get this scene, right? This cutscene.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. When everyone's entering, Blizzard looks back to Wick and waves his hoof to him, saying, "Goodbye, We'll see you later. And then he enters into the train.
I think this is like where he like waves at you, like friendly like, and then he like coughs into his hoof. And as you like the camera looks back, you see like the hoof, like dark material, some sort of brackish material is in his hoof.
Oh no.
Everyone gathered together. Let's head over to the train. The train. Yeah. There are currently several carts here. As you guys begin taking off, there are several carts. There is the main engine, right? The Friendship Express. The main engine, which is a pink engine car that leads the group. Right behind that is the animal freight car. Behind that is the log freight car. And behind that is where you guys are, the passengers' rare car. And then Princess Fairyheart has her private train car. And at the very back is the caboose, in which the conductors, who is it? A steamer and all aboard reside and sleep and switch places. This is a moment for you guys to RP as you guys are traveling quickly north to the frozen north. What are you guys doing during this time?
I am simply watching the landscape, but I'm also keeping my ears alert for any signs or sounds of trouble. Having one of those mixed feelings about the knowledge that we have regarding Blizzard and his brand, since we now know that, what was the element again? Hatred?
Cruelty.
Cruelty, thank you. Since we now know that cruelty knows of where and when we are, and at the same time, there's always that quasi-comedic, cartoony trope of, let's do this. That's the last thing the villain would have expected us to do. That sort of deal. As to how that plays out, I don't know. Out of character, we will simply find out as this continues. But for the time being, he never says a word in his usual silence.
Blizzard is contemplating exactly how to deal with this mark. If Cruelty can see what he sees, then maybe he could blindfold himself to where that Cruelty doesn't have that ability anymore. Yet, that will also be a handicap for me since I need to see what is going on for me.
The other question is, will that actually work? Well, simply blindfolding yourself physically, blind Cruelty, if it indeed sees through your eyes on that physical, mental sense. Certainly a brainstorming worthy idea, but still speculation.
What do you think, Violet Shy? Are you saying something? If you are, I cannot hear you. Do you have any thoughts or opinions at your current location? The trains? Here?
Ow.
Okay. The conductors come through with sweets and candies. They offer you sweets and treats, and all that's on the house due to Fairyheart's accommodations. What sweets and treats do you guys get?
I will simply select something modest, not too fancy.
Blizzard is going to simply have a little cupcake and ask, if you won't mind, I would like to give Princess Fairyheart a gift.
Well, she is currently not in your...
Right, I get. I was just asking the conductor if there's something that...
back here. She's in the train cart behind you. So at this moment, you guys can explore the carts if you wish, as darkness begins to descend upon you.
Blizzard is going to explore a little bit.
Sure. Where would you like to go?
Up north.
Excellent. You head north.
I will come along with you and look to Violet.
You open the door and you find a fast-moving freight train ahead of you. As you step out, you see what appears to be a log cart. I need a body check as you attempt to cross over. Yes, you make it. Not a problem for you. It's a little wibbly-wobbly, but not a problem. You see what appears to be some sort of massive log freight cart moving at high speeds as the train's like shifting back and forth as it's going along the tracks. Near the distance, you can see the up above the train cart, the Friendship Express.
Blizzard is going to walk a little to try to what's the right word for it? Like trying to move around the logs.
Sure. I mean, there's no test here. You are quite capable of balancing yourself on the edge of a trade train as it's moving along. The only difficulty part is jumping from cart to cart.
Right.
I would simply call for his attention. And
Blizzard looks back on Friend.
And I simply look behind me back to where we know that it's safe, and wandering off like this, especially jumping from cart to cart, not exactly something.
I suppose Blizzard thought about it, and perhaps he was right, but he did want to take a look at the other cards.
Excellent. Roll me a body as you jump back into the safety of the passenger freight. Not a problem.
I simply move aside so he can do it without crashing into me.
Let's make it back inside without a problem. Not much difficulty at all.
Well,
I
maybe
would
we can. Oh, go ahead.
simply indicate the other direction.
Excellent. You open up the cart and you can see what appears to be a private cart to the back. Once again, you'd have to make a body check in order to leap over to the other side.
So that's how it is. These cars are that divided.
Yes. Like a normal train.
Oh, normal trains for that time. And this time they're more interconnected. But what the hey?
You open up the door. Not a problem. You leap to the other side. Unfortunately, there's a door in your way.
Well, I see no business to disturb Flurry Heart for the moment.
Roll me a mind as you're staring in through the window. Yeah, you can see Flurry Heart currently sleeping on her bed. She's currently sleeping.
Right. I will not disturb her then and just simply indicate to Blizzard, just go back. And with that, I attempt to head back onto the other car.
Sure. Roll me that body. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, my friends.
I will spend a friendship token to re-roll that.
Sure. Not a problem. Not a problem. You make it back to the other side. What do you guys do as the train continues to chug along?
Well, I simply gestured to Blizzard that Flurry is sleeping, so once again, let's not disturb her. That would be even that could be considered very rude, especially since there's no emergency or nothing really important to say.
So I have a question. Are you going to leave your doors open?
I see no reason why they should be open. That would be...
Well, you've opened them, but you haven't closed them.
Yeah, well, we're closing the door.
Okay, excellent. You are closing the doors.
Yeah, Blizzard's going to close the door on the north.
Okay. I just want to make sure I know what you guys are doing.
Right.
Not that that's going to be a concern or anything like that. I just want to make sure I know what you guys are doing.
If we open it, we close it.
Well,
Excellent.
since there's nothing to do, Blizzard's going to lay down and just simply start to sleep.
Excellent.
It's a mile. Although I am gonna keep my body. I'm just gonna tell my body if there's anything suspicious in the night that may, like a scream or something. I'm having my body mentally prepared to wake up if there's any loud disturbances or suspicious sounds.
Okay. What about you, Violet Shy? Are you doing anything? You saw your companions enter and exit through the north and south as the train was moving along. Did you do anything? This is like a role-playing opportunity, so if you'd like to role-play among your companions, as this is like a quiet moment in the story where you guys can talk amongst yourselves. This is a relatively peaceful moment where you guys feel safe. Is there anything that you'd like to discuss?
Well, I'm still very introverted about a lot of things, but if they were to ask me questions, I would not be too hesitant to answer them.
So this would be a golden opportunity to find out a little bit about your character's backstory and how you like to advance your character forward.
Well, I'm giving that some thought out of character. Although I could simply write to Blizzard, tell me more about yourself.
Oh, you, is that what you're doing, Fabio?
So, I mean,
That's just out of character.
I don't want to force this, right? So if you guys don't want to do this, we can move right past this to the next scene. But I'm giving you guys an opportunity to roleplay among yourselves. So I have something planned, but at this moment, we're getting a little introduction, right? Because we've had a lot of stuff, a lot of lore dumping, stuff like that. This is where you can talk to each other and interact with each other. I'm giving you guys permission to take over.
And the fact that he simply does not speak vocally, but he can at least write. He simply invites Blizzard to tell him more about himself.
Blizzard looks at a friend and asks, mind if I ask where you're from, friend?
Well, there's a certain hesitation in him. You could probably notice that there's also a slight touch of fear, but it's more by a deep sadness. But he simply points in the direction of which you would know geographically as the Everfree Forest.
Oh.
And when he does, there is still a very deep sadness as he kind of points at it, but kind of turns his head away, as if trying to shut out a very terrible memory.
Blizzard noticed this and says, "I didn't mean to bring anything bad. I was simply curious. Though I never actually been to the Everfree Forest. Celestia above, I barely went anywhere before I came here."
Well, he would then look to you and put one of his hooves again on your shoulder in a very kindly manner, as if to indicate he was not offended or angered by his curiosity. But he would, go ahead, please.
Blizzard asks, mind if I'm curious on what it's like to be a Earth Pony, if you don't mind.
Well, he simply ponders that for a moment, having one of those faint looks of being deep in thought. And with that, he simply gets up on all four hooves and just simply makes a few gestures, such as clapping his hooves together and kicking his back hooves in a strong, buck-like manner. As if to say, we may not have wings and flight like Pegasi. We don't have magic horns like unicorns, but we're very physically strong and able. If he could speak that in words, that is what would have been said, but his body language speaks for him in that. And also,
go ahead.
He's just a helpful, hard-working type.
Blizzard smiled at him and said, I was just curious because, to be honest, I'm the only unicorn ever in my family. I just wonder how ponies are when it comes to using their hooves.
He would respond by raising an eyebrow when he mentioned the only unicorn in his family.
Well, it's true. My mother and father are both Pegasus. The only key difference is, apparently one of our family members, in a long distance family tree, one of them was a unicorn. And I inherited that part, I guess.
He pursed his lips in silent thought and understood that is very reasonable. He would not have been the first one in Ponyville like that. The Cake Twins are a fine example of a multi-species family. The Cakes being Earth ponies, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they're Earth ponies, while one of their children each is a unicorn and a Pegasus.
Yep.
So it's something that he would not be unfamiliar with.
And don't get me wrong, I love my folks and my brother, but sometimes I'm envious about them. They have wings, they can soar in the skies, while I just simply, am stuck in the ground or clouds using only magic.
I close my eyes for a moment, as if having only the slightest disappointment, but I then bring my hoof up gently onto your horn. And again, I would have if I had words, it would have simply been, you do have your magic, and that is something good to have.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not angry or spiteful of my magic. I do love it, but I can't help but be a bit envious. Heck, my brother actually said that he was envious on my magic when it comes to using ice.
I would find, and again, thoughts and feelings in my heart and mind, almost kind of speaking to myself in my head. You say your brother is envious of you, yet you're envious of your family. In the mild sense, some would consider that almost a compliment for the fact that your brother appreciates you for having something that he lacks, whereas you feel the same, and instead be glad for what you each have individually while still loving each other as family. At least if you can appreciate the fact that you still love each other as family.
Oh, funny enough, when I found out that I can use ice for the first time in my life, I actually felt, very joyous. Since now I can make, I guess in a weird way, I view my magic as helping my family whenever they are during weather.
Upon hearing those words, he would give an approving nod, and again and tap his heart twice with a hoof.
What's Violet Shy doing at this touching moment? She's watching the two bros bond. Bridget, what is Violet Shy doing? She's watching the two bros bond.
Ellie?
Did anybody pick that up?
I could not hear it.
Yeah. I heard a mutterance, but I didn't. Did you say it again? Or type it out? So make sure that you're typing it out in roll 20. I can't see Discord due to minimalization of it. So if you just want to copy and paste it into roll 20, that'd probably be best. While that's happening, are you guys going to interact anymore before events occur? Is there any more role playing that needs to be taking place here? You guys can hear me, right? Hello? Hello?
Oh.
I must have dropped. I don't know what was going on there.
That's all right.
Bridget, what were you saying?
I've still not heard anything from her.
Okay. Was there any more roleplay that needed to be taking place before events happen?
Once again, I cannot think of anything more.
That's weird. I was not doing anything and Discord dropped me, so I'm not sure what happened there. So I was literally not touching anything, so I don't know what to tell you guys.
Well, I don't have anything else, so I guess Blizzard is going to go to sleep after he had that moment he had with Fred.
Excellent.
Do I?
Bridget, did you have anything that you would like to add? Is everybody going to sleep?
No.
I am.
Okay. Night falls as we see like this train moving across the landscape of Equestria. We notice these shadowy figures moving towards the train in a V-shaped pattern. What do you guys do as you guys are snoring away?
Well, if my senses tell me to wake up because of the possibility of danger, I would wake up.
Oh, no, everything's fine right now.
But
We get this like overshot drone view, right, of the train, and we see these figures like descending across the plains, moving towards the train. The camera cuts back to No Name Friend, who's like laying on the bench. There's like a little bit of drool hanging off of him, right, as he's like snoring logs. I think like Blizzard's like got a cold breath, right? It's got a cold breath. And Violet's like the perfect angel, right? She's got her arms crossed across her chest, and like she doesn't snore or doesn't act like she's got her eyes closed, right? And that's when you hear like the screeching of brakes, right, of the train, and everybody roll me body as suddenly the cart shifts and you get thrown from your bunks. Excellent. You hear the loud scraping of metal against metal as the train is slowing down. Nobody falls out, gets injured during this slowdown. What do you guys do as you hear shouting and voices?
Blizzard wakes up immediately and thought we should make sure that Princess Flurryheart is alright. Then we'll go from there.
The question is, which way did the screams come from?
So the screeching of the steel-on-steel wheels of the train is all that you heard. You didn't hear screaming or anything like that.
All right. Well, in that
And the
case,
train is still moving, but it's slowed down a lot.
well, for one thing, I would actually look out the window to see what's going on.
Excellent. Roll me a mind as you stare out into the darkness. Give me a second. Be a body. Is there anything important? Yeah, roll me a die 4. No name.
D4. Okay.
Yep. Excellent. You see what appears to be 3 shapes approaching. Approaching your cart in particular. They are wispy-like figures.
I turn to Blizzard and point to the window with one hoof, and with my other hoof, I tap it 3 times.
Blizzard looks out to the window and understood what a friend was trying to convey.
They seem to be approaching from the west, the northwest.
With that, I would point to... Yeah, just wait for simply wait for them to see which direction they're going for the moment, but be ready for them in case they come in here.
Excellent. They seem to be gliding right past your cart.
Where are they going?
To the cart behind you.
I then make a beeline for the door.
Excellent. You open the door?
Yes.
The door opens for you. Everybody roll me initiative. Everybody roll me body. Oops. We'll start over from the one. Pilot, go ahead and roll me a body. Now, remind you, this train is still moving, albeit much slower than before. Let's see here. Move to. D6. Okay. Excellent. Violet Shy, can you roll me a body, please? Nice. Nice. Simple. Violet, I do not see your body. So you need to open up your character sheet and roll me a body. Am I missing it? No, I don't think so. Do you need help, Violet Shy? Okay. Did they just leave, or are they still here?
I don't know what Bridget is doing.
Okay. Top of the round, Flurryheart is currently asleep. Wizard Star, it's your turn.
I try to follow Fren and protect the Princess Flurryheart.
Excellent. He currently opened the door.
Okay. Gonna hop towards the cart.
Excellent. Roll me a body as you try to hop open. Oh, would you like to keep that too, Wizard Star?
I'm going to use one token.
You're going to reroll? Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Easy peasy. Go ahead and move yourself right next to the train cart, next to Flurryheart. This is a critical success. Would you like to open the door to Flurryheart's cage? Or, not cage, but cart.
Yes.
It's a critical success. You do so. It opens up for you. So not only did you get to move, it also opens for you. Before you is the sleeping form of Flurryheart. No creatures are inside. However, you did get a glimpse of some sort of floating creature next to the train, moving towards you. As since you have opened the door so nicely and generously for you, creature is trying to climb on board. And that's all they're going to do for now. What they do is move up and try to get on board. No name. You see these ghostly spirits, these figments, these fragments of creatures ebbing their way between the train carts. They seem to be focused on one thing and one thing only. What'd you do?
I leap over to the other side as well.
Excellent. Roll me a body as you attempt to leap over.
I will spend a token. I will spend a token to reroll.
Excellent. I obtain one token of darkness.
And that was a critical success.
Excellent. You may position yourself wherever you like.
I'm trying to move it over there, and my token's not letting me.
Oh, that's because there's creatures blocking you. Due to your critical success, you are able to push one of them out of the way. You may continue your movement. However, you have to put yourself next to Blizzard Star.
I cannot move any further from where I'm at. Okay, now I'm there.
Okay. So it's just click and drag. It's kind of strange. Violet Shy, you're back. What are you doing? Violet Shy, it's your turn. What do you do? You see these creatures ebbing their way towards the princess's private cart. What do you do as you see this right through the doorway? What do you do? You should be able to move yourself. It's currently your turn. What do you do, Violet Shy? Does anybody hear anything?
I do not.
Very well. Moving on, I guess. Flurry Heart. It's your turn, Flurry Heart. She attempts to wake up. She's got the door open and everything else. She springs to life, right? And blinks, and she's like, what is going on here? As she wakes up, she sees the creatures outside. And she will attempt to cast Force Field. Let's see here. If that's one of her skills. Actually, it's not one of her skills. She will cast Stun Ray instead. No, she'll do this. She's going to turn invisible. Awesome. Critical success. She disappears. Blizzard Star, it's your turn.
Blizzard is going to use his ice magic to freeze one of the spirits, and hopefully we'll just basically flew out.
Sure. Go ahead and make your assault. Excellent. It was against their body, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Tell me how you... Oh, wait. Roll me a die for it.
Right.
These are spirits. Excellent. It's a solid hit. Not only does it critically fails, your ice magic sends it running right in down the train, right? So you cast your ice magic and get it stuck on the train tracks where it gets ran over by the train, destroying it completely. Let's see here. No Name, it is your turn.
Well, there were those two there. I'm actually going to head over to the other side. I'm actually going to be over on this side. I'm going to keep a rear guard. I don't know where Flurry Heart is, but based on where she last was, I'm just going to keep a rear guard.
Yeah, you have no idea where she's at.
Like wherever she's based on what I last saw, I'm just going to keep a rear guard over here.
Sure. Anything else?
That'll be. Now let's see here. I'm wondering. I'm trying to see what my. This stupid. Everything's getting really slow on me now. Suddenly. I don't know what this skill, what this talent could actually apply for.
Which one?
But I'm just going to click it, and it will bring the description up.
Plenty of all trades. Oh yeah, this has nothing to do with combat.
Or anything as far as tactics go. If anything, just basic strategy.
So this would be useful for, say, like jumping from train to train. You could call upon this skill for that. Does that make sense? But not for combat. Unless you were like trying to trip something, or you're trying to, I don't know, buck something. I guess that would apply to that.
No matter. Just thought I'd bring it up and get your opinion.
It's very limiting. It's kind of like it's a jack of all trades, right? Which is instead a goodwill. So Just roll plenty of all trades in addition to any other die. Choose any results. Choose. Roll it for any more tests for this session. So this is like a one-time use that you can apply to any skill check. So, for example, if you had rolled a 1 from jumping from cart to cart, you could call upon this plenty of all trades, right? And attempt to roll that to get a better die. But then you lose this. You can't do it anymore after this session.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes, that does.
So it's kind of like a free roll when it applies to like skill checks. Does that make sense?
Oh yes, indeed. Thank you. That makes great. That is great clarification.
Father Shy, it's your turn. Are you back? Bridget, are you with us? Bridget, are you with us? Okay, I guess I'm moving along. The spirit's turn. As if incorporeal and as if incorporate matter, they slide right through the walls of the train, able to occupy spaces that they are not allowed to. They attempt to attack you, Blizzard, with their cruel, grasping bodies. There will be 2 attacks. Two attacks. They will attempt to drain you of your body. Okay. Defend yourself against the 2.
Okay, 1.
It's a roll-off.
2.
So the first one goes on that one. It's against 1 attack, right? So it's a reroll.
Yeah, that blow is for the reroll.
Okay. Tell me how you defend yourself against the slow-moving spiritual attack. Reaches out to grab you, but you dodge out of the way. Tell me how you do this.
I try to, I roll to my side just before the tentacle made contact with my flesh.
Excellent.
Now
This
for
is
the
your
second
turn.
one. Oh, I thought I had to roll for both of them. My bad.
No, it's now your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my ice magic again to try and freeze another one in place.
Excellent. Roll it. Oof. It's a body check. Oh!
Roll off.
No, it's exploding off. Give me a second. It's a die 8 now. Okay, now it's a roll off.
I'm going to use one of my tokens to roll that.
Excellent, go ahead.
Oh my-
Another roll-off. What is this? It's another roll off. tell me how spirit and ice fight each other. Where it's like
Well, I honestly don't know at this point.
there you go. Which one are you targeting? There we go.
The one on my right.
On your right, excellent. This one takes 10 points of ice damage. As you blast through it, it like rears back as you do this. No name, it is your turn. Roll me a mind as you hear scratching on the back door. Yeah, nothing's fine. Everything's fine.
Seeing as there's that one there, I'm just going to charge at it and just give it a nice, good butt kick with all that energy.
Excellent. Do it.
See here. Yeah, basic body.
I have to overcome my defense of 4. You do not.
And I'm going to spend a friendship token to re-roll that.
Excellent. Go ahead. I have to defeat my 4. Yeah, excellent. Tell me how you deliver 6 points of damage to this grasping spirit.
I just came charging at it, and with that build-up, I just do a nice, good Earth Pony butt kick that will hopefully send it either through the wall or have it hit the opposing wall and just take even more damage if possible. Either way.
It does do that. It like slams against the wall and it takes 6 points of damage. It like shrieks as it like does this. Violet, are you with us? Violet, are you there?
Yes.
I don't even see Violet on roll 20. Does anybody else?
I do not.
Okay. The back door to the train busts wide open as these demonic creatures come pouring in. It is the spirit's turn. One attack on you, Blizzard. One attack on you, friend. Defend yourselves. They're going to try to body drain. First one's on Blizzard. Second one's on Star.
And I am again going to spend another token to re-roll that.
I obtain 1 token of darkness.
And there's a roll-off.
That's kind of weird. Excellent. Wow, that succeeded. It's like, oh, that one didn't need it. Excellent. Okay, so reroll. Spin. Here's the reroll. Oh, one. Excellent. Tell me how you defend yourself with ease.
Because of the attacks from the last one, basically the attacks from both of us has made the creatures incredibly slow, more rigid in their movements.
Excellent. Top of the round. Blizzard, it's your turn.
Was getting very, very angry at this point with these spirits, and used fire magic for the first time.
Do it. Do it. Which one are you attacking? This one or this one?
The one on my right again.
Excellent. Defends itself.
I'm going to re-roll.
Okay, go ahead. Spend those tokens. Oh, wow, yeah. Tell me how you obliterate this creature.
I was just so angry at these spirits that I was not holding anything back and released an inferno flame on it, hoping that will just burn its spirit at the inside.
It shrieks and disappears under your assault. From the other side of the cart, these beasts come running up. One gets stopped by something and is like confused, while the others are like running around. This creature will have disadvantage on attacking whatever it is in the bed. And this creature will be one on Friend and one on Star. So there will be 3 attacks. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. It's going to bite. 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 First one will be top to bottom. So the first one will be star with a 5. The second one will be 7 on friend. And the last one will be on flurry. Which she takes. Oof. Oh, it's with disadvantage. It's with a downgrade. Okay, so I have to roll that. The downgrade. Reroll. That still lands. It's 4 points, but this hound, with its supernatural scent, can target invisible creatures and launch itself out of it. There. Okay, she takes 3 points of damage. You hear a cry of pain. Minus 3. Save. Okay. No name, it is your turn. Did you guys roll to defend yourself?
Here's my defense roll.
Okay. So you have to beat the 7.
I got a 1.
You take 5 points of stamina damage as bites around you.
I'm going to spend 2 tokens to upgrade.
Sure. Does somebody hear a vacuum cleaner or something?
Yes, I do. And I think it's coming from Bridget.
Bridget, can you mute yourself if you're going to be running a vacuum cleaner in the background? In order to mute yourself,
Yeah.
you see your name and then the mute button, which is the little microphone. So this is what it'll look like. It'll have a little microphone with a slash in it. But if you can mute yourself just by your mic, you can do that as well. Okay. So did everybody take the damage appropriate to?
Yeah, hold on.
Which one was mine?
So the
5 or
top
7?
one, the 5 was on star, the 7 was on friend, the 3 was, or the 4 was on princess. She got hit.
Okay. Lost here. Fleshhound 5, 7, and 6.
So the 6 was supposed to be downgraded. I had to re-roll that. That's the downgrade.
Okay. So I took the 5 or the 7.
You took the 7.
Ouch.
Yep. These guys ain't playing around, guys. These guys ain't playing around.
Indeed.
Violet Shy, it is your turn. Are you with us? Violet Shy, are you with us? Maybe.
She is not.
Okay. That's the Grasping Spirit's turn. Okay, the Spirit's attack. I think it was you, no name. Spirits. It's going to try to drain your life. Take it for its own. It will attempt to drain body. So what? Yeah, you easily defend yourself as it reaches out and attempts to grab you. It weakly fails horribly, taking 1 point of damage as it there's like a bump right? Takes 1 point of stamina damage to itself. Fireheart, seeing that the creatures are targeting her despite her defenses, she comes back. And then she blasts this one with a stun ray. Stun ray. I believe it is a body for defense. She blasts it, stuns this creature. This creature takes 5 points of stamina damage and is currently knocked unconscious since it is a stun ray. It's currently unconscious for 1 round. Blizzard Star, it is your turn.
Blizzard is going to use his cryokinesis against the flesh hound on the right.
This one right here?
Yes.
Do it. It attempts to defend itself. Oof. Oof. Since it rolled a natural 1 on its defenses, tell me how you smout this creature. You smoke it.
I basically just kept hitting the beast with my ice beam until it was just completely a frozen solid ice block.
Excellent.
Though, when he spotted Flurry Heart, he just says, "Welcome to the party, Your Majesty."
She's like, I'm still sleeping. She's clearly upset.
No.
Clearly upset.
No.
Her beauty rest is
So were we.
That's when the flesh hounds strike back, attempting to bite you. 1 on Flurry Heart and 1 on Poor Friend. First
Wait,
one's on
didn't you
Friend.
say that one of them is unconscious?
Oh, that is true, yes. So, I guess 1, because 1's been obliterated. So just 1 on Friend.
Alright, here's the body to defend. Oops,
Oh,
hang
yeah.
on, that was
No, you got it.
Yeah. Oh, that's upgraded.
my mistake.
Oh,
And I will. This time I'm gonna. Let's see if the pony of all trades or stout hard could one of them apply. Here's the stout heart.
well, you are trying to dodge out the way.
Right.
Unfortunately, you have to overcome the 6. You did not overcome that. It is a 6 to beat it. Take 6 points of stamina damage as the flesh hound rips into you. The other one is no longer unconscious, as it is now its turn to wake up. No Name, it is your turn. You're looking pretty rough, buddy.
I'm definitely looking worse for wear. But at the same time, let's see. I'm going to focus on getting rid of that one remaining grasping spirit out of the way.
Sure.
And I'm just going to deliver another ferocious kick to it.
Excellent. Do it. Attempts to defend itself. Tell me how you obliterate the spirit.
Just a. It's not exactly anger or ferocity, but concern for Flurry Heart. It's like compassion for protecting her.
Violet Shy, it is your turn. You can hear your companions engaging in the cart behind you. What do you do? Violet Shy. If you're confused, make sure that you check the character sheets. Should be in the character folder. It should be in the 3rd tab on the right side. Is Bridget with us? I see Violet on Roll20, but Discord?
She is on Discord, but she's muted again.
Okay.
Or rather, she is muted this time. Okay, she teleported.
Excellent. There we go. Where are you teleporting to? Were you trying to teleport or telekinesis? So teleporting means that you're trying to escape. And currently you are not endangered. Not saying that there isn't danger coming, but... Were you wanting teleport or telekinesis? I'm still on Discord, right? I haven't DC'd.
She is still on Discord and still muted.
Okay. So just let us know what you want to do. I think there's like some technical issues on your side that you're going to definitely have to work on. I'd hope that we had figured this out in the first couple of sessions. But this is something that you're definitely going to have to work on. Okay. A good mic is required for this game. Okay. We are just going to move on. Grasping spirits are now out. Okay. Flurryheart, seeing that the hound is reawakened. She is going to blast it with a stun ray. And the hound will defend itself. She literally blasts it out of the room, right? She literally just goes and just shocks it out. You can hear it like crunch under the train as it goes under over it, right?
Ouch.
So, yep. Blizzard Stars, your turn.
Gonna use another ice beam on that last flesh hound.
Do it. Do it. Oh, will defend itself. It takes 10 points of damage. However, it is not out yet. It is still standing strong. Oh, wait. Let's see here. There we go. I wouldn't call it strong, but it's standing. It has an opportunity. It can attack north or it can attack south. 1, 2, it will be friend. 3, 4, it will be Flurryheart. Uh-oh, friend. It's locked eyes with you, sensing fresh meat. Defend yourself.
I am going to spend 3 tokens to make it a
Auto
critical,
success. Okay,
an automatic success in defending myself.
this is the wrong one. There we go. So it strikes for 6. I need you to roll to see if this is even, if you even need to. So roll first your body to see if you need it.
Spend the 3.
You don't have to, right? Okay, now are you going to spend the 3 tokens?
Yeah, I
Okay.
spend 3 tokens.
So don't sell yourself short, right? Don't just give up the 3 tokens just because you still need to roll.
Let's just say I knew the odds.
But still, don't sell yourself short. No name, it is your turn.
Seeing as he did that, I'm just going to try and... How can I combine my talents into my body like that from what you've seen with Pony of All Trades and Stout Heart to give me some bonuses on this?
Okay, so you've already used up your Pony of All Traits, right? You've already defended yourself. You can use it once per session, right?
Still
This
Stout.
is... Yeah, you can use Stout Heart in order to attack. So if you fail at hitting it, you call upon Stout Heart. So it's kind of like a recall. Like, I'd like to re-roll that.
So yeah, well, there's these. Well, there's first the body, which is the D10. The stout heart is a D6, but it uses the body. It comes from the body.
Correct. So you don't need to roll your stout heart unless you fail.
The body. So here's the
Right.
body in the attack.
Okay, well, you might want to use it.
Calling on the stout heart.
Yep, you're calling upon your stout heart. Oof. Tell me how your stout heart saves you. As the hound opens up to attack you, right?
Once again, courage from the heart for the sake of Flurry Heart.
Excellent. And we are now out of combat. In the distance, you can still hear the screams and cries of help from the two conductors. One in the engine room to the north, and one in the caboose to your south. Is this where we're going to leave this chapter? Is this how we're going to end it?
Yeah, we might as well.
Yep, okay. This is how we end this chapter. Everybody say bye to the audience.
Thank you
Later,
and goodbye.
folks.
Bye, say bye.